Yo, what is up, guys, and welcome to the third episode of the Albirex Niigata Youth Domination. So, in the previous episode, we have already dominated England. So, we have already won the Barclays Premier League, we have already won the FA Cup, and we won the EFL Cup. So, this season, we are going to do the French League. But I'm not just going to start straight away to League 1. We're going to start from League 2, then go up to League 1 and try to dominate the French League. Let's go with our beloved Albirex Niigata. So now while this is loading, let's view the rules. So now let's go through the rules of the Youth Domination series. So the starting team maximum age will be 21, but this time it will not affect any transfers. But whatever we have to build, the starting team maximum age will be 21. So the games will be simulated weekly in the transfer window. Maximum purchase of 2 players instead of 1 in the last season. Now we just up the game a bit. 2 players and sale of 2 players per transfer window. And similarly, we accept the first sale offer in every transfer season. However, in the first season, no purchase and sales will be done. So in this second series, these are our objectives. So we have to win the League 1, the League 2, the Copa de France and the Copa de Ligue. So if we can win either League 1 or League 2 or the Coupe de France and Coupe de Ligue, we will have dominate the French division. Now, let's go through to the action. So now we've been invited to the pre-season tournament and we will go for the European International Cup because it pays 4.1. We will go for the European International Cup as they offer 4.1 million for the trophy. Let's get it on. So since it's the first season, let's just simulate them all the way to the end of the season till the 25th of May, and then we'll see our standings from there. So now let's just simulate to the end of the season and I'll be back to see when it happens. So I'll see you guys in a bit. So we have already simulated to the end of the season. Let's take a look at where we are standing. So there we have it. We have won the League 2. So we have already completed one of the Youth Domination goals, which is the League 2. But we've won it with 88 points, 9 points ahead of AJ Axere. Unbelievable, 80 goals, 25 conceded. The most scored and the least scored, which is unbelievable. So Eto Misa is the top scorer with 27 goals. Nishio Nanase 20 goals. Absolutely unbelievable. Now let's take a look at the domestic cups. So in the Copa Nacional, we did not win or even qualify to the final. We lost against Stade Rennais in the quarterfinals. We lost 4-3 on penalties, which is quite a good attempt for the first season, to be honest, for the youths. Now let's take a look at the Copa de Ligue. So we also did not make it to the round of 16 of the Copa de Ligue. Well, that was pretty disappointing. So we did not win any domestic cups. We only won the League 2, so let's move up to League 1. In the European International Cup, the pre-season tour, we won against, I don't know what that team is, but we won 2-1 in the final. So we won the European International Cup, but at least there's another silverware right there. So 2 silverwares that we won this season, pretty awesome. So now let's go through these squads and see how they improve. Gianluigi Donnarumma +2, Hector Bellerin +2, Jonathan Tah +1, Nicolas Sule +1, Luke Shaw 82, Dele Alli 82 +2, Misa Eto +2, Nishio Nanase +3, Marco Asensio +2, Anthony Martial +3, my beloved Mizuki +3. Hopefully she doesn't sell next season, damn. I hope. Avalon Phone +2. So basically most of them all grew by 1. Andreas Christensen, the new signing for Chelsea, just got an improved +1. Joina Matsui 85 rate +2. Dembele +3. This is gonna be good. This is a good player +3. Renato Sanchez +3. Orzabal +2, Lucas Hernandez +2, Sanabria +2, Dragowski +4, pretty good. So he's currently the highest growth player with +4. Other than that, it's just a +1 and +2. So pretty interesting growth. Now let's move on to League 1. So welcome to Season 2 Now what we're going to do is we're going to simulate every single week, and hopefully that we do not need to sell our main striker or our main players. Basically the 4 created players, we do not have to sell them. Please, I'm begging you. Let's start the simulation. So this season we'll be going for the European International Cup. It's a 4.5 star rating with 11 million business goals. Now let's do the weekly simulation. So we have received our first transfer offer, and it's Albirex Niigata. And Fiorentina wants to buy him for 10 million. Since it's the first transfer, we will have to accept this. So wish you all the best, Albirex Niigata. So Albirex Niigata has been sold to Fiorentina for 10 million. Basically right now what my plan is, I do not intend to buy anyone this season because I still want the youths to grow. So what I'm going to do now is, since we have already sold our player, I have no intention of buying a new one. Now let's just simulate till the mid of the season and we'll see how it goes. So guys, the simulation till January is done. Let's take a look at our progress so far. So we are currently 4th in the league. I think just looking at it, I don't think we have any chance of winning the League 1. And we are still in the Copa del League in the quarterfinals. We will be facing Cayenne in the quarterfinals. So we lost in the final of the European International Cup, so I'm just not going to be last with it. So yeah, now is the January transfer window. Let's simulate every week and see if there's any offer that has to be sold. Just a reminder, we have to sell the first transfer offer we receive. Well, it looks like we have to sell another goalkeeper, Gianluigi Donnarumma. Oh my goodness. So you probably have to sell him 7.5 million. Come on. Are you kidding me? I have to accept a 7.5 million from Middlesbrough for a 16 million 80 rated 18 years of age goalkeeper. This is bullshit. Since the rules, I have to accept it no matter how stupid it is, but this is stupid. I'll have to accept the offer. Gianluigi Donnarumma has been sold to Middlesbrough for 7.5 million. Now what I want to do in this transfer window, I'm going to try to see if I can find another good goalkeeper so that I can play it as a substitute. I'll just update you when it happens. So I have a player that I have in mind. We're gonna buy this guy, Jordan Pickford, 23 years of age, 76 rated. I think it's gonna be a good prospect because he's still young at 23 years of age. So I'm gonna go ahead and offer to Sunderland to buy him. Let's try 8 million. Let's see whether they accept it or not. So Sunderland have accepted the offer for Jordan Pickford for 8 million. Let's now go ahead and negotiate it. So Jordan Pickford has accepted our contract offer. Welcome to Albirex Niigata, our first signing, Jordan Pickford. We just managed to sign him on the transfer deadline day. Now that he's already been done, let's simulate to the end of the season. So we have simulated to the end of the season. Let's take a look at the standings. So we have dropped to 5th in the League 1, but we managed to qualify for EuroLeague. So hopefully in the next season we can actually improve and try to win the League 1. Now let's take a look at the domestic cups. So we lost in the semi-finals against Toulouse in the Copa Nacional. Disappointing. I thought we could have won at least a domestic. But let's take a look now at the Copa del League. We have finally won a domestic cup. The Copa del League is ours. So we have already won a domestic cup. So next episode we will see whether we can win the Copa Nacional and the League 1. So hopefully we can win both of them to complete our domination in France. Thank you guys very much for watching. This has been the 3rd episode. We'll see you guys in the next video.